Hey everybody, what's going on and welcome to Doc's Autos. This is your first time checking us out. Thanks for stopping by. If you like car content, DIY upgrades or restorations, please consider hitting subscribe below, hit that post notification bell, because even though we put out content every week, you don't always get notified without that bell. Anyways, today we are working on our 2005 Ford F-350 and we're upgrading the side view towing mirrors. The team over at YITA Motors went ahead and contacted me. If that name sounds familiar, look up here. They had actually sent us a set of headlights last year to try out, and those have been excellent. They're bright, they're not hazed over or spidered, yellowed, anything like that. They're bright, clear, and with the LED headlights, great match. Go ahead and check that link out up there with more details. But as I was saying, today we are reviewing and installing these guys, and let's show you what we've got right now. So what we've got here is the existing stock, more round style off the mid-90s to early or mid-2000s, and I think they just look a little old compared to the newer styling, which I do like. Just the body styles I'm not quite a fan of yet. Anyways, I had changed these out from the ambers to clear a couple of years ago, and they are starting to yellow, so I guess one good reason to change them out, just kind of doesn't look good. But the more important part is the telescoping portions. Both driver and passenger, these have started to crack, and my fear is that eventually they're going to crack to the point where they just fall off or dangle or loose and are not A, safe, or B, really functional for me towing our trailer. So we're going to go ahead and swap this whole assembly out. So take off some of the inside of the door and take stuff apart. Anyways, let's take a look what's in the box. Alrighty, I did open the box just to check for damage. It was damaged in shipping, so I wanted to make sure there wasn't anything wrong or broken before I dug into this. There was not. Anyways, a support line should I need it. DIY, right? Huge chunk of foam, so that's always a bonus. Now you can see it was cracked up pretty good. All right, grab one of these guys out. Oh yeah. New passenger side assembly. Look at this monster. Now, truck still has factory the power mirrors and heated, so we have power and heated mirrors as well. And again, they are manually telescoping. That's okay though. Probably gonna be tough to do by myself, attached to nothing. Anyways, they do slide out and back in, and of course they are breakaway or foldable, so again, not easy to do, not on the car. I did like these because they do have the smoke lighting on the side for blinkers, which these smoke ones will match the smoke cab lights on top of the vehicle, so another bonus. You can tell I may be a little picky about vehicles. Anyways, let's check the other one. No damage here either, it looks like. Yep, we're good to go. Alrighty, we're gonna take a peek here on the passenger side, and of course it's a Ford, so it takes a 10 mil. I've probably got 3 or 4 10 mil sockets in my toolbox just because they're 10 mils. This little piece of trim here should come off pretty easily. Give it a little tug, I think. There we go. A couple of these little plastic clippies. Then we've got bolt, and then 3 behind these plugs. Those are not 10 mil. Let's try an 11 mil. Lower the window so I don't drop the mirror off the side. Now, I remember now from working on the Fiesta, the door panel had to All right, should just lift off now. We've got our wiring we can tuck back through. That's all. Back here is the wiring for the mirror. The downside is you've got to pull back all of this stuff here, and somebody may have gone ahead and upgraded the speakers in here a few years ago and put some really good adhesive on here thinking he'd never have to come in here again. That guy may have been silly. There's our original fixture. Let's go ahead and get the new one. Alrighty, we've got our new fixture for the passenger side. Alright, at least that's in here now. Now our cable fell down back here, so I gotta go digging for it. I don't feel like taking out the speaker, so I'm gonna grab my little poker and see if I can't grab it. I grabbed it right away. Okay. We're back in, we're plugged in. Let me go around to the other side and see if I can make it do anything. Well, that works. I heard it. Did you see it? I couldn't see it over there. Anyways, I've got 2 screws to go figure out where they rolled under the pickup, or 2 nuts. And then I'm gonna go button this side back up and we'll move over to the driver's side and I'll show you the exterior side of it back there. Alrighty, real quick, I wanted to give you a little comparison here between the two. Got the passenger side old one and the driver's side new one. And you can tell right off the bat, the new one here, much larger space for viewing. It doesn't have the top edge rounded off. And then the other lower mirror is, the fixed mirror is in far larger size, height-wise for sure, for seeing things. So as long as I had one of each off the truck, I just wanted to show that comparison real quick. So anybody who was wondering how do they pair up next to each other, you can definitely see the difference in sizing. Alrighty, we are back here on the driver's side of the good old Ford, and we've got 4 holes for these 4 studs on the mirror, and pretty much the studs go through the hole and they connect to the back. It's good to have either a helper or, like me, working from the inside of the vehicle where you can snake the cable down, get the bolts through the holes, and get a nut on the back of one of the bolts that I have in my pocket without my socket. Now that I've shown up for class with all of my required things, let's try this again. I'm gonna go ahead and snake this cable down. And maybe you can grab it. Maybe you'll have to snake it out later. All depends. I think I'm gonna have to snake mine out later. Just need to make sure you don't catch the cable in between the mirror and the car when you're putting the mirror onto the door. Should slide in. Get a nut in up on the top one. That's what I've been doing to hold it. At least one of them, just not the bottom ones. We got one. I'm going to come around the front. and see how it's positioned if it's lined up. Looks like it's a little crooked, and it'll tighten itself up once you get everything in. But the only thing I had to do was 2 of the lower holes here I had to round out with my step bit just a hair, because the framing structure for the mirror where the studs were molded into is just a hair too large. So I gave them a little bit of room, and now we fit in here just fine. Ooh, excuse me. Now it fits in here just fine. Your vehicle may be different, it may be the same, but I wanted to set that out there as something you may need to look at if you're having fitment issues outside. Then I'm going to run these nuts in, just so they're loosely snug. And then I can come back and take a look at the alignment outside. All right, if you can see it, close the door a little bit. All I've got to do is twist the whole thing just a hair so that this lines up a little better at this bottom edge. Loosen it up, I can twist it, lock her down, and we'll be good. And there we go. It is all assembled on the outside. Let me go ahead and put my inside back together here, and we'll come back and wrap it all up. Alrighty, well, that was pretty good. If I'd actually watched a video before I made my video on how to remove a door panel, I probably would have gotten this done in about 20 minutes per side, because that's about what it took me to do the driver's side. Now you can see we've got our running lights on. I do have my smoked lens, but I have the amber light, so everything is good there. And then of course it matches along with my cab lights, if you can see them up there, which are also amber with these smoked lenses. And I think that complements each other pretty well, along with the black mirrors there. They're a little bit of a change from the white that I've had, but I think it works well. We've got our little windscreen things here. Not a smoker, but they were on the truck when I bought it, and half of them are broken. And I was gonna leave them off completely, but when I tried to take off the old adhesive, it became a nightmare very quickly. So I just threw set back on there and call it good. But anyways, the mirrors, they seem like they're pretty solid. Again, they aren't powered. Hi, I'm over here. There we go. The mirrors are not, the telescoping on them is not powered. That was a feature released later in the 10 and up models, I thought. Anyways, not this one. But at least has the newer appearance, the newer styling appearance. They are heated, they are breakaway, and of course they are electrically adjustable from the driver's side. So I think these are going to be a good fit. I will go ahead and use them for a while, see if I run into any issues. I'll make a post about that later somewhere on the social medias. But for now, the installation was pretty good. The quality of the product looks to be pretty solid. Metal framing in here, some plastic molded parts, but doesn't look cheap, doesn't feel cheap. I think it's almost heavier than the ones that it took off. It's definitely sturdy. The only thing I have to fix already is I tried to remove this lens cover on the driver's side to see if these could be swapped out for LEDs. And there was some adhesive on there, which I separated. So I've got to re-glue that with some goo. Otherwise, no fault of the product, just my own stupidity. So there we go. Again, I'm going to leave the link for these lights from YITA below in the description. So go ahead, check them out if you're looking for products. They've got products for multiple manufacturers of vehicles, whole assortments of different things from lighting to fixtures. Like I said, just a whole bunch of stuff. So check them out, and thank you for checking me out. Again, if you haven't, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. See you around. Bye-bye.